Happy Friday, y'all. It is day 21 of Walk with Winston. And I am excited to be with you again today and to share one of my favorite topics, which is the topic of teamwork. So this is step 7 of our Win the Gift series. We've been talking for the last couple of weeks about changing our mindset about change. And so I've offered up 7 steps that I believe will help us begin to change our mindset about change. If so many of us think of it as daunting, difficult, distracting, it could be really debilitating in terms of how we approach new opportunities in the world. So just a brief recap for folks who are new. The W in Win the Gift is for making our task in our transformation winnable by breaking it into smaller steps, or to taking that big transformation that we're picturing, but beginning to change our belief system about how achievable that goal is. We want transformation. I mean, transformation in and of its nature is beyond what we could imagine. But it's also, and it may feel beyond our grasp, but we need from a mindset perspective to break it into smaller pieces and make it winnable. The I is for inspiring. We want to draw upon our previous experiences or those of others to not only make this a mental exercise, but a spiritual exercise of changing our core beliefs about this transformation. N is to make it novel, to mix it up, to try new things. Just don't go with a force hammer and try to make the change happen, but also mix it up and try new approaches and get new insights to help us shake it up and keep it interesting and fun. This week we've talked about the gift of change. And so we started by talking about growth and how growth, the growth mindset that we have sometimes can be just too incremental. And transformation requires us to break out of our shell and to break out of our norms and break out of our limiting mindset with stretching ourselves beyond what we think we can do. And so I offered up how setting goals of 10x are more achievable than setting goals of 2x, because we have to let go of our past successes and look at things with a clean slate. I was for invest. The leverage that you get when you make investments in your transformation, and the more, the transformations in the transaction. And so I offered up the metaphor of how in a health journey, the difference of my commitment and accountability for when I invest $20 a month in a gym membership versus $50 a training session, which one's going to help me show up and achieve my goal more quickly. And then yesterday we talked about faith and how all these other steps are steps that require our bold action, our initiative, our determination. But in many ways, the transformation also requires us to let go and let God to give up the outcome and enjoy the process. And so faith, for me personally, is a key pillar of any transformation that I've experienced in my life. And as I said, I'm going to dig into that more in the coming weeks in terms of sharing some of those twists and turns in my own life story that have bolstered my faith and bolstered my belief in a higher power, a loving higher power, a loving God who really wants the best for me, and I just have to align myself to his purposes and his desires. And then today, teamwork is the T of Win the Gift. And this is a great topic, one that is deserving of lots of additional thought and process with you. But let's just start with a metaphor. Belgian horses. You probably don't know much about them. They're massive creatures. And any Belgian horse by themselves, full grown and adult Belgian horse, can pull 8,000 pounds of weight by themselves. But you team that Belgian up with a second Belgian horse, and they're going to pull a load. You would think, well, they would just pull 16,000, 2 times 8, 16. No, just teaming a brand new pair of Belgian horses together, they pull 24,000 pounds, 3x their capability. And as they begin to work together and get to know one another, and as you train them to work together over time and to become a team and not just a pair, now they can pull 32,000 pounds, 4x what the individual Belgian horse could pull. I think that's a fitting metaphor for teamwork. And so, as you begin your transformational journey, know that you're not alone. And know that if you will first pair with other people and then team with other people, you can accomplish your transformation in a fraction of the time and have a multiplier effect on your desires. And I've seen that so true. So this summer has been a summer of transformation. That's my air quotes. My sister and I have shared this on the video before. We have been intentionally getting out and doing walks, daily walks. And today is day 60 of our summer of transformation. And about a week ago, I wanted to see what kind of effect the pairing with my sister has made in terms of my daily step count. And so before 60 days ago, my average daily step count for the year of 2018 was around 7,500 steps per day. And as of about a week ago, about 50 some days into the challenge, the daily average step count has increased by 50%. It's now closer to 13,000 steps per day on average. And so it just shows you how pairing up with somebody else is such a propellant, such an accelerant to your transformation. And so I think that's a very tangible, visible reminder of the power of teamwork. And you know, I'm excited. I mean, we were tracking towards something like 2,000,007, 2,000,008 steps for the year based upon our trajectory before 60 days ago. Now, with the benchmarking that we're doing and the tracking that we're doing and the increased step count that we're doing, we have an opportunity we will break personal best for both of us in terms of our overall step count for the year. And I have a sneaky feeling that we might just accomplish the goal we set out at the beginning of the year that just seems so impossible. So our summer of transformation is going to continue, but we're into day 60 now. And we don't walk that kind of crazy step count every day. That's an average. So some days we take days off. My sister hosts her family and has a lot of family activities on Sundays. So her daily step count on those days are pretty low. But that means that she really kicks her steps into high gear the rest of the week. So kudos to my sister for inspiring that teamwork, and it has made such a difference in my life with my energy level, my excitement about life. And that's just, it's not only the exercise, but it's the camaraderie and the teamwork that we share on our walks every morning. So, as you think about your transformation, make sure that not only making it a game and making it fun and having it novel and making it inspiring and investing in your transformation, all those steps, make sure that you add the extra boost of teamwork. Yeah, I promised you yesterday that I would tell you a story about teamwork in terms of my fitness journey. And actually, I'm going to tease you one more day. I think that story deserves its own special video. It has been a catalyst for so much change in my life over the last month. And while it is fundamentally a teamwork story, I want to save that for tomorrow, because, oh my goodness, when people believe in you, it inspires you, and it fuels your belief in yourself. That'll be the teaser for for tomorrow's story. So I hope you've enjoyed the Win the Gift series. We're not going to continue to go down this path. We've got plenty more to talk about in terms of our transformational journey. But today, I encourage you to think about joining up in a team. One of my favorite mantras right now is that I think it's so important in transformation that you do one of three things in taking your first steps towards your transformation. And that is taking a class where you can learn the model from somebody else of how they've achieved their transformation. You get involved with a coach, somebody who's a few steps in front of you in terms of your transformational journey. Or third, that you plug yourself into a community. And that is the other synonym for me in terms of teamwork, is who are the community of people you can surround yourself with who are going to support you, who are going to encourage you, who are going to inspire you, and hold you accountable to the dreams that you say for yourself that you want. So with that, you guys have a wonderful Friday. And I'll talk tomorrow with you about that teamwork story that I promised you. Have a great day.